Om Shanti, 1969. The great renunciation is the renunciation of vices. As saints leave their home, leave their families, but that renunciation is not a renunciation of anything worth. Leaving the family is not the greatest renunciation. The renunciation of vices, being in family, is the hardest one in this age, and that's why we are called Rajrishis, great souls. And that's why we are great in whole 5,000 years. So in what form are you all sitting? Are you sitting here as the embodiment of love or the embodiment of power? How are you sitting? So what is the form at the moment? Is there power in love? Can there be both of these at the same time? We have to realize, can there be love and power both at the same time? Yes, Baba is most powerful and also ocean of love. So possible, right? What is BapDada's main title? So why don't you say that you are the embodiment of both? Why do you love BapDada? What is BapDada's main title? The one in which you have to become like him. The BapDada's main title is the Almighty Authority. If you simply have love, that love can sometimes be broken, but when there is a combination of both love and power, the meeting of the soul with Supreme Soul remains eternal and constant when there is both love and power. In order to make your meeting eternal, what method must you adopt? You, ha- you have to have the combination of love and power within yourself. Only then can you say that the soul and the Supreme Soul have met. You are sitting in gathering, but while sitting in the gathering, some forget the meeting between the two. Achcha, today BapDada has come specially for the Kumaris. What day it is for Kumari today? Day of celebrating a meeting. The result of all of you has been given. Are you able to know your own result? Have you become the knower of three aspects of time? Who is the number one Kumari in this group? What is the main task of someone who is number one? To make others number one like himself or herself. Kumaris have to take the one more paper. It is a practical paper, not a written one. You are now number one in 1 month's training, but can you be number one in the final result? Which main aspect, do you need to keep in intellect for that? You have renunciation and service, but which other main aspect is needed? Let Kumaris renunciate their worldly life and she becomes only Baba's, devote herself for full life. So, what is the greatest sacrifice and what is the greatest renunciation? So, she renunciated her lifestyle and gave the sacrifice of her own this thing desires. So, to renouncing the defects of other is the greatest renunciation. The first renunciation is to renounce seeing the defects of other is the greatest renunciation. Then what is the greatest service? What is the main service that an elevated server would do? What is the proof of intense effort of an intense effort maker? To enable anyone who comes in front of him to experience a living death. It is said you must die a living death at one stroke, which is called to die at a stroke. Jatku. The bali is given no, at once they are cutted. So that is not the real thing God demands. But at once, just leave all your vices and become complete like Baba. In one stroke, just die out of the old world. That is, forget the old world and its worries from the intellect. You must not leave them incomplete. So if somebody come and we leave them just with some knowledge, we are like we have made them half dead. So it is very dangerous, right? Elevator service to make them instantly die a living death at one stroke. Instantly, they should forget the old world. At present, you shoot the arrow, but when they go outside, they become alive again. But a time will come when you will enable them to go beyond in a second with drishti. And then there will be success in service, and you will also have an impact. At present, although you make them experience death while alive, you are not able to do that instantaneously. Two things are lacking. If you imbibe these two things, you'll be able to color others with your color. Are you those who have died instantly? So Baba is telling, have you died first instantly? Have you from an intellect consider yourself dead to the present world? That no, I am just incarnation of God. For godly purpose I am here. You have to make promise that from today you have died instantly. You will not become alive to the world. Old world again. Those who are courageous receive extra courage. Because you have courage, BapDada has love for you. So you were being told about two things that are lacking. One main weakness is that you lack the practice of staying in solitude. Whenever we are alone, we'll start calling here and there. When we are alone, we should try to remain alone in mind. Even with we are with everyone, I am in my mind alone in solitude. I am analyzing myself, my growth. I am analyzing my true self. I am analyzing my connection with Baba while working, how much I can be connected to him. All those things. Yeah, so this is the first thing that you lack the practice of staying in solitude. And the second is that there isn't unity. There's very little difference between the word unity and solitude. Solitude can be on physical as well as on subtle level. Both are needed here. If you experience the bliss of being in solitude, you will not enjoy being extroverted. At present, everyone interest is drawn more toward extroversion. These two things are lacking within the majority of you. In order to increase the practice of the subtle world, this is very essential. You have to maintain a greater interest in being in solitude. Kumaris are now going to take a practical course. So they are going to be given three gifts. Gifts are a sign of love. And so Baba in three relationship is giving you three gifts which you must never forget. Always keep the gifts from BapDada with you. The gift have to be kept hidden away. And so always remember the gift from the Father of his teachings. And the teachings and that the Father gives are that you always remain obedient and faithful to Baba, the instrument sisters and the divine family members. This is the gift of Father's teaching. And then what is the gift from teacher? Teacher must always be imbibed wherever you go. Always remember the teaching of the teacher and they are imbibe knowledge and become imbibe virtues. And the teaching from the guru is that you must always remain in unity. You must remain constant and in remembrance of one. In the form of Shakti, imbibe the ornaments that Vishnu has been sown. Vishnu has been sown with what ornaments? Shankh, Chakra, Gada. Shankh is knowledge. Chakra is Swadarshan Chakra. Gada is yoga power. And Those people preparing refined bombs. You now have to drop the refined bomb of knowledge. You have done a lot of service at the crawling speed of ant. When bombs are dropped, everything is wiped out very quickly. In the same way, do the special service of spreading the sound all around, and that is called dropping a bomb. The more refined someone is, the more refined the bomb he will drop on others. You now have to become all rounders. The more you become this, the closer you will come to the family in the golden age. The result of the training is only seen when you reveal yourself by having gone all around. Baba will see the result after the practical course. Now, when you come back to Madhuban after a month, do not climb alone. Your training is not yet complete. The practical paper begins now. No must go to return home. No one must return here alone. Come as a guide of someone or other. Bring pilgrims with you. BapDada has many hopes in these Kumaris. BapDada merge in his eyes those jewels who fulfill his hopes. Achcha. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya. Om Shanti.